My name is Ernest Timothy Moore, and as a certified health coach, personal trainer, and entrepreneur, I want to let you know that there are other aspects of your health besides just your physical health, such as your mental health, financial health, relationship health, health with yourself, your family, social health, with the outside world, and your job that all make up your general health. What's important to know that none of these are able to be aligned if your relationship with time isn't a healthy one. How can you work on your fitness or your social health or your relationship health if you don't know how to utilize the time that you have to make time for each one of these things? Um, how can you focus on these things and cultivate and grow each one of those things and nurture these relationships without understanding how much time that you'll need? So in this course, I'm going to show you how to make the most of your time with the happy method. Yes, that's right. It's kind of corny, but the happy method. HAPPY. The H is for honor, the A is for accept, the P is for prayer. I'm sorry, not prayer, but we probably do need some prayer to help us through when we're making a different habit. But the P is for prepare, or prayer and prepare. Practice is for the second P, and yearn for it. You can do it. So without further ado, thank you. Welcome to Maximize Your Minimum, time management for the busy adult. Thank you. Dance break. Welcome. Like I said, my name is Ernest Timothy Moore. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. That's what happens when you self-producing, writing, and all of that. Sometimes you have boo-boos on it. Ooh, with the cuckoo on the choo-choo. But anyhow, my bad. Threw me off a little bit. I'm Ernest Timothy Moore. Thank you for being here. You're taking this course because you don't have time to do the things that you want to do. And honestly, I'm on your side. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have time to create this course, or so I thought. It was something that I wanted to do for a long time, probably for the past 2 years. And I was not taking my own advice or taking my own medicine, so to speak. And I understand how tough it can be to commit to a lifestyle, commit to a change, commit to making something a lifestyle. And I'm definitely on your side. But the truth of the matter is, all the people that we consider to be successful and all the people that we consider to be unsuccessful or haven't been doing what we feel like they can do, are not living up to their or are not living up to their true potential. We all have the same amount of time in the day. And so the truth is, you know, we have the time to make the successful and positive change in our lives because we all have the same 24 hours each day. You know, me, you, everybody else. I know that's common sense. Everybody knows that. And you're probably like, yeah, this is pointless. But you need to be reminded, and you need to know that just because we have the same amount of time, that doesn't mean that, you know, we're utilizing it all to the best of our ability. You know, you can you can have neighbors living in the same neighborhood, making around the same amount of money, but their quality and standard of living is completely different, you know. Or you can have somebody that works the same job as you, making the same amount of money as you, but have a nicer car or be able to take vacations or whatever the case may be, because of how they're utilizing their money, how they're utilizing the resource that they have access to. So just because we all have the same 24 hours in a day doesn't mean that we're all aware that we have this time, and that we can um, maximize it, utilize it, quantify it. Uh, I read. I use the big words. Um, that doesn't mean, just because we have the time doesn't mean that we're utilizing it to the best of our ability. So I'm going to show you how to do more with less. And that's what I mean by maximizing your minimum. You know what I'm saying? That comes with accepting what you're willing to do. You might be like, hey, I know I have 24 hours, but I gotta work, I gotta sleep, I only have, an hour of free time. And I don't wanna do that, use that, reading. Okay. Can you use 5 minutes of that reading? Yeah, I can do 5 minutes. Let's start there. Let's do more with less. Do more with less, do more with less, ain't got no stress. Do more with less, do more with less, do more with less, do more with less, ain't got no stress. Do more with less, do more with less, do more with less, ain't got no stress. Do more with less, do more with less, do more with less. It's your boy, Ernest Timothy Moore, E-Dollar, E-Money, E-$, Big Baby E, Ernie Mo, Earn Money, Earn Burn McGee, Earn Burn McGurn, Ernie Bernie, Ernie Mo, E-Dollar, E-$, E, Ernie. For the people that love me, they know what it is. I'm here reporting to you live and direct in living color and style and out of excuses as a certified health coach, personal trainer, author, behavioral technician, drug counselor, drug addiction specialist. I'm just here to share what I've learned and experienced to help make your life journey a little bit easier. I'm teaching this course because I am tired of fitness gurus lying about or omitting the importance of time management and the importance of creating realistic habits in order to reach realistic, and when I say realistic, I mean in terms of your own, in terms of time, realistic goals. You've heard them tell you like, oh, if you just do this workout routine or try this eating regimen or wear this clothing garment or drink this tonic, you'll lose weight, you'll be in the best shape of your life. And to a degree, that's true. Here's a secret that they won't tell us. All of these things work. Yep, that's why millions of people say, oh, I did the Atkins diet. Oh, this waist trainer helped me. Oh, I drank this noni juice or whatever, and I lost 38 pounds. Yep, that's true. It's not the method that's keeping us from reaching our goals. It's the habit or lack thereof. In other words, a lifestyle. How do you create a lifestyle? By habitually doing something, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. How do you habitually do something? By taking time out to do something. Well, how do you know? That's just how life works. When I started playing basketball, I wasn't able to shoot with my left at first. I'm right-handed. Started shooting, practicing. I was terrible. Kept on trying. Started becoming natural, normal. So anyway, let's get to it. What you will learn in this course is you'll learn how to find time to create the lifestyle you want with a consistently minimalistic approach with the happy method. The only way to reach our goals is if you can realistically see how it's going to be done with a realistic timeline arranged. It has to be mapped out. You have to quarterback it, so to speak, for people that watch sports. The quarterback is the guy that's basically calling the plays, changing the plays. He's saying, okay, go this way. I'm going to throw the ball to you this way. This player, you do this, block over here. This player, do this. We're going to start at this time. We're going to go on hike 1, hike 2. But the quarterback, this person, he sees it before it happens. He sees it. If we do A, B, or C, we should be able to get to the 10-yard line or 15-yard line, or we should be able to make this run. We should be able to get here if we do this. I see it. I'm looking at the obstacles that are in front of me, aka the defense, and I'm able to call a play that's going to help us overcome that. So shit has to be mapped out. in order for us to be to reach our goals. It has to be persistent and specific. That was a lot. I need to take a break. I'm tired. But the question for the audience that I have: what does maximize your minimum mean to you? There's really no wrong answer. I just want to know. What does it mean to you? Holla. Ishiguala. I'm back, like I never left. Maximize your minimum, simply put, is just making the most out of what you have when it's available to you in limited supply. Or put it another way, maximize your minimum is utilizing what you have to its fullest extent until you can do better or get more or become better. To make it a little more plain and simple, I have a couple of examples. Everybody likes examples and samples while I rambles. So your life won't be in shambles. So, example of maximizing your minimum. I grew up in the inner city as a kid, Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland. I might have had like 3 to 5 pair of shoes growing up at any given time. But, you had your church shoes, your school shoes, your play shoes. I might have had 2 pairs of school shoes or whatever, right? Dress shoes, you only wear them for nice events, church, Easter, if you get award ceremony at school. You wear those for that. You want to look presentable. Then you got your play shoes, your beaters. You only wear them outside to play in. And if you're lucky, you might have some basketball shoes too, because we did used to hoop it up. You know what I mean? I'm here with mine on the finger roll. But it's embedded in us to take pride in our appearance as a kid. Make sure you make the most out of what you had. So, even if your school shoes potentially get dirty, you come home with the toothbrush, cleaning them with the soap in the disposable cup, washing them shoestrings. You just want to look the best that you can. You're making the most out of what you have. You're maximizing it until you can get some new shoes, you know what I'm saying? Or until, shoes don't matter to you, or, whatever the case may be, just to make it through. But it's also possible that if I had access to 10 to 15 pair of shoes, I would have cared less, and I wouldn't have learned how to deal with having less or making the most out of what I had, or maximizing my minimum. But I feel like, another example is school clothes, play clothes. People have fine china, or people, keep the plastic on the couch covers so they don't mess up the couch, because you can't. They're expensive. These things are expensive. So you just find out ways to make the most out of what you have. Coming from the inner city, that's what I know the most about. But I guess the biggest example of making the most out of what you have that most of us can relate to is making our paycheck stretch. When there's an emergency, or if we're living through an unfortunate event, maybe that might be paying a bill late, or making a payment plan, or spending less on groceries, or as my friend says, during those times you increase your water intake. Make sure you're hydrated until you can get back on your feet. Either way, if you've dealt with inconvenience or having to survive with a bare minimum, then you're familiar with maximizing your minimum or making the most out of situation with limited resources. It's like you do what you have to do until you can do better. And I want people to understand that if we apply that to the time in our lives, take off. Time is our most precious resource, Um, although we don't put more value on our finances, it's our most precious resource, although we put more value on our finances. But maximize your minimum in regards to time means just quantifying your time. Big words again. Quantifying your time in order to budget and to make the most of it. So in this course, hope you're still with me. We're almost done, to be honest. In this course, I think this is my lady.